Okay. Okay. Hello. Welcome to my channel. um, so today I'm going to be talking about my stalker. Now, I know it's been done before, but like mine's just so extra. Like mine's not like super creepy or anything, but I definitely have one. He definitely freaks me out. And I'd just like to share to somebody about him, so why not tell everybody? So, all my friends are wasted. Okay, sorry. Went to a concert last night. Not last night, but 2 nights ago. And I can't get that song out of my head, so yeah. Anyway, so what happened was, let me just start out by saying, I don't really think it was my intention at all to try and, it just really wasn't my intention to do this, to like have this happen. Like some people that I know definitely try and pretend like there's so many people after them and like tries to pretend like oh my god, like this guy like is totally following me around, and like honestly he's not. Like he just said hi to her or something, or like I don't know. I'm definitely not over exaggerating when it comes to this. Yeah, so let me just get started with the video. So let me scoop in. Alright. So still feel like I'm super far away. So basically what happened was, to start this whole thing out, I was in high school and I was a sophomore, and at my high school, sophomore year was my first year in high school, like real high school, like because I had a junior high, which was 7th through 9th grade, and then I had 9th through, or 10th through 12th in high school. So I went to high school, and there was this guy that was like friends with my friend, and she had a crush on him. I don't know if I really liked him or not. I just wanted to be his friend, and we were like talking and we were friends, and then he started getting the idea that I was more than his friend. He asked me to prom, and he was a senior and I was a sophomore. And he asked me to prom, and I told him, you know, I want to go only as friends. Like, I don't want to date. I'm not gonna do that with you. Like, I was just like, I really tried hard to friend zone him. So he gets my number and he starts texting me. And when he's texting me, he will text me non-stop. And if I don't reply for like 30 seconds, he like will text back hello, like with the question mark, like hello, like are you there? Like where have you been? Or I don't know. And so I find that as a red flag. And I was like, that's really weird, but like I'll let it slide. So then he starts texting me more and more, and we come like kind of closer. And I tell him, I straight up tell him one night, like, I'm not dating you. I'm your friend. Like, we're not together. Like, and the reason why I had to tell him that was because for an entire week, he was following me around, walking me to every class, ditching class to come sit and eat lunch with me when I didn't even want him to like really be like sitting and eating lunch with me, because I would only sit with like 2 friends, because back then I only had 2 friends. And it was just so weird. Sorry, there's like something in my eye. Oh my god, okay. And so that was like really weird. So one night I just tell him like straight up, like, you need to stop following me around. This is getting too weird. I just want to be friends. Then the next morning, I go to school. He's really upset the next time I see him because he's following me around still. And I was like, hey, what's wrong? Like, he just didn't want to like talk about it. He was like, I'm fine, like, whatever. Then after lunch that day, I find out that he got into a physical fight that morning with some guy just for no reason. And that's why he was acting super weird. And I even asked him like during lunch, like, what are those cuts on your hands? Like, are you okay? And I thought like, I don't know, like it was just, I don't know what I even thought. Like I was like 13, 14. Like I don't really know like what the hell was going on. So then I tell my dad later on that night, and I was like, this is gotten too far. I told my mom first, and I told her like, this guy got into a physical fight because I told him like I wanted to only be friends. And then he kept texting me and was texting me like, why aren't you replying? Like scary type of texts that were like, why are you not talking to me? Like, I don't know. And I honestly would like only not reply to him for like 5 minutes, and he would like blow my phone up. I would get 20 text messages saying like, where are you? Hello? Like, what's wrong? Or whatever else. And so my mom tells me to tell my dad, because my dad was somehow a part of, like, he was friends with like some of the teachers at school and stuff, because he was a football coach. So the football coaches were all like friends. And so I tell my dad tells one of the football coaches, and then one of the football coaches who's a teacher then goes to administration and tells them, and then they call me in. I tell the whole story, and then they tell me that he's done this to a girl before, and that the only way to make him stop was to get like a school restraining order type of thing. Like it's a no contact order. So that means that we can't be on the like walk near each other. We can't talk to each other at all. We can't talk about each other at all. And we went on the same bus, but his bus was, thank the Lord, was before mine. And so my bus stop was the last one, and his was the second to last. So they made him sit in the front of the bus, like I sat in the back. And so they call him in after they tell me like how this whole no contact order works. And I was like, yeah, that's totally fine. I don't need to talk about him. I don't need to talk to him. I don't need any kind of communication with him ever again. And then they call him in, and then he tells, like, they ask him to sign the paper that says that. And he's like, no, I don't want to sign it. Like, I don't know why we have to go this extreme, like, and all this, like, he starts kind of freaking out. And they decide, like, they tell him, like, we're gonna call your mom if, like, you don't sign it. Like, we could call the police too if you don't sign it. And I was just like, this is extreme. Like, he's just too much. So he graduates, and I start seeing him places. And it's a little weird because I see him in places that I have texted people saying that I was at, or called someone and told them that I was there. So fast forward a little bit, I can show you a direct example of how it's continued a little bit. I called my friend who I was like having a really bad day, and I called her just like a couple months ago, and I told her, hey, like, let's go to Chick-fil-A. And so for a while now, I've been hearing like that little like a almost staticky noise before I call someone, and I heard it before I called her. So I told her like, oh, we're gonna go to Chick-fil-A in Totem Lake, specifically like where it was at. And so we go in there, we order our food, then as I turn to go sit down, I see him sitting right in the front, like staring at me. And I was like, are you serious? Like, is this for real? And I can't prove to you that he may have tapped my phone. I can't prove that maybe he's actually following me. But I know that he has been trying to get into contact with me for a while now. Like, he's called me before, and I just decided to block his number. He's texted me, and I after that, after he texted me again, after like I had my boyfriend call him, I was done. I blocked his number. I was over it. And I blocked him on Instagram. I blocked him on Facebook, I'm pretty sure. Like, I blocked him everywhere that I possibly could, that I can like think that he's known who I was. So like where I am on those social media platforms. And so I then go to school, and I realize that he goes to the same college as me. And it's just so freaky to me to know that he's still somewhat there. Like, he still knows that I, like, where I'm at, you know? Like, it just scares me enough to, like completely try and avoid him in any possible way that I can. So, he might even see this video. I have no idea. I hope he doesn't. I hope I can somehow block him off of YouTube, like off my YouTube. It's just so bad. I'm not going to disclaim his name for obvious reasons. I'm not going to try and seek him out in any way and just tell him like leave me alone or whatever. I'm not going to try and make any kind of confrontation with him. And the best way to deal with a stalker, and I know many girls have stalkers, is to just ignore them. Like, completely block them from everything and ignore them, because then they might somehow forget about you. And he even got a girlfriend and then tried to still continue to talk to me. And I just could not handle that at all. I was like, this can't go, like, I can't talk to you. This is too weird. Like, you have gone to a new extreme. So if I know there's a lot of girls out there who do deal with like creepy guys, like just even when you go to a concert, there's always those creepy guys who like follow you around, and it's so obnoxious to me. And I think like it would just be best if like guys couldn't realize that women need to be respected. And I'm putting this out there for that reason. I would like for people to know that this does scare women. Like, it's scary for women to like try and go out on their own, and it's hard to like try and have some kind of equality in our world when there are creepy people out there. And so I hope that this somehow has changed your day and made you feel better. So if you like this video, please comment down below. Hit that like button if you've had a really creepy guy around you. Subscribe to like see more weird stuff that's happening in my life. Thank you all for watching. See y'all later. Bye.